Good morning. Today is Wednesday, September 8th, 2021. Welcome to Columnhenge at Alpha Ωmega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas, halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States.
Good morning and welcome back to the most unique and unusual live stream daily ritual on the entire internet.
Look how now that we're getting next to equinox, the columns are casting shadows.
Right, they all line up again.
Yeah.
The ancient magic ritual you're about to experience was recovered in Egypt in 1769 by archaeologists and comes from the earliest days of Christianity. You here are experiencing an ancient Christian ritual from Egypt, revived and reconstructed using anthropological methods, together here with anthropologist Leslie McQuade. And together we have reconstructed and we're reviving this ancient Christian ritual from the first and second books of Yahweh, two lost books of the Bible recovered in Egypt. I'm Reverend David Griffin.
I'm Reverend Leslie McQuade.
And this is the Lost Magic of Jesus Revival.
The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves into you, and follow your breath as it spreads through your body, exciting new sensations there. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you in the east, Alpha. I call on you in the west, Omega. I call on you in the north, Alpha. I call on you in the south, Omega.
Alpha.
At Omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
And the path of the age between. Sunrise.
And sunset.
And the path of the sun between. Birth.
And death.
And the path of life between. Alpha.
Omega.
This morning we gather here together once again. We congregate together here at Columnhenge, in this magnificent church not made with hands, out here in this gorgeous nature, as it was when Jesus spoke so many times, outside in nature. And today we open once again the 21st Treasury of Light. Angels of the 21st Treasury of Light, attend. Watchers, we know your names, so stand aside and grant us entry into the 21st Treasury of Life. Ozaz. Ozaz. Elois. Elois. Azayas. Azayas. Let the watchers withdraw and let us enter into the 21st Treasury of Light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury, and these are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to them. Mighty angel, head in the place of the east, we invoke you by your secret name, Zozozei. Zozozei. Zohozai. Zohozai. Tozazaksai. Tozazaksai. Naozai. Naozai. Marazaz. Marazaz. Ozaez. Ozaez. Ozaia. Ozaia. Oza, Oza. Oza, Oza. Azaiaos. 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 Naya Ozaze. Naya Ozaze. Aenazaz. Aenazaz. So we completed our journey through the places. And at length we came into the place of the midst. called place of the middle, the place of the center, the place of the father of the 21st Treasury of Light. O Father of the 21st Treasury of Light, by your cipher and by your name, we invoke you. Oazi Ai. Oazi Ai. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human liberty worldwide.
Establish human liberty worldwide.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
And set our people free.
Set our people free.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
And protect the integrity of our genetic code.
Protect the integrity of Homo sapiens' genetic code.
Restore the integrity of our elections.
Restore the integrity of our elections.
All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God Force energy. As you have more God Force energy within you, so you are better able to understand the dangers and the pitfalls and the pleasures that are in this world around us. And that's because you have the power of discernment. Discernment is a very particular power. It means that you're able to tell the difference between things. And not just that. Discernment implies that you are able to tell the difference between things that others cannot, that others think are the same. But you can see those subtle differences. When I was working as an archaeologist, my whole life was made up of looking at these subtle differences. Subtle differences between points, between the way a piece of stone is worn when it's cut with grass versus when you're cutting meat with that piece of stone. Did you know that when you use a stone to cut a piece of grass, the grass leaves a shine on it? And when you use a piece of stone to cut a piece of bone, it leaves a different looking shine on it. And because I can tell the difference between the two, it's said that I have a type of discernment. Well, can you tell the difference between two kinds of onions, or two kinds of soda, or two kinds of people? That too is discernment. And discernment is an important part of living a good life, because with discernment, you can tell the difference between that which is good for you and that which isn't. That which is healthy and that which is poison. That is done with the power of discernment. And there are those who would tell you that this power to tell the difference between things needs to be exterminated. We need to get rid of it. We need to look at everything the same. That is not at all true. Not at all. We are not the same, and we don't want to live in an environment that's the same. When we go to Paris, we expect it to look different from New York City. And when it doesn't, we're disappointed. Because difference is what makes life interesting. If everything was the same, it'd get boring really quickly, wouldn't it? Like a piece of music. You don't call it music when it's just one note played continuously. That's called a tuning note. That's where you start. But that's not where you end. Music is made up of different sounds, working in harmony together, taking turns at playing the lead or playing the bass. Did you know that there are certain pieces of music where even a piccolo picks up the bass line? Yes, it's called discernment. being able to tell the difference between things and knowing when things stand in for each other, telling the difference between poison and food, between that which is wholesome and that which is not. And so today, as you take this day to communicate with those around you, remember your power of discernment and how important it is to be able to tell the fine differences between something, especially when those differences can mean the difference between something that is good for you and something that isn't. And you'll remember that lesson when you breathe in the God force.
Thank you for joining us again today and congregating with us here at Columnhenge for the Lost Rites of the Magic of Jesus. We're coming into that time of year, folks, where the equinox is almost here. That's where the night and day are equally as long, and that's the time when all of the columns come into perfect alignment here at Columnhenge. Leslie, as an archaeologist, built Columnhenge on perfect lines. So we'll see you again tomorrow as we're coming closer and closer to the equinox once again. And until then, as always, have faith and expect a miracle.
And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God force run strong within you. And as always, may your magics work better than expected.